What's up, everybody? This is Eric, the Bay Area Collector, and today I will be reviewing the Xbox One S. So, a couple of things before I start doing my review. I just wanted to let you guys know that, first of all, I am not endorsed by Microsoft, by any of the major retailers like Walmart, Target, GameStop. So all of these opinions about the system are solely my opinions and mine alone. The other thing I wanted to get out of the way is I wanted to give a big apology to the Xbox community because for so many years I really had a blind eye about the system, well, all of the systems in general. So I was mainly Sony and Nintendo. I wouldn't say a fan, but you know, I kind of like just turned my eye away from the Xbox because I thought it was like, it didn't really caught my attention. But boy, was I wrong. So I apologize, all of you Xbox fans out there. You guys proved me wrong, and I'll let you guys know more in detail what I think about this system. Well, the system was made back in 2013. It started with the first model with the Xbox One. And then in 2016, they released the Xbox One S. They made it smaller, more compact. And then in 2017, they released the Xbox One X. Now, the difference between the One S and the One X are mostly just, I guess picture quality. I'm not really sure. But I know that the difference between the Xbox One and the One S is definitely the size. This is the system. It's heavy. It is a brick. it must weigh about almost close to 10 pounds, I believe. I don't know how much the weight of the system is, but as you can see, I actually have the Minecraft edition of the Xbox One S. Is the 1 terabyte. It's really cool. I really like the way they did it. They kind of emulated kind of like a, like the Minecraft style of the whole console. Yes, they did that. This is the packaging right here. We got the Xbox One Xbox, the Minecraft edition with the 1 terabyte. It came with one controller right here. One thing about the controllers, they're awesome. I love the controller for the Xbox One. It's very portable. Well, it's a little bit heavy, kind of like a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation control. PlayStation 4 controllers are more. I've held one. They're more lighter, but nonetheless, it's very comfortable. The one thing I like and I don't like about this controller is that it uses regular batteries. If you open that compartment right there, let me see if I can show you guys. If you open this compartment right here, it's powered by 2 AA batteries. I noticed that it had a port down here. I don't know if this right here would be used to charge it or to use like a physical cable. I don't know what the other thing right there, that hole is. But nonetheless, it's overall it's a good controller. I dig the controller. One of the things I don't like about the console is that it's super heavy. It's a brick. But then again, if you've seen, obviously all the people out there that have seen the Xbox models, they tend to be super heavy. After I got the Xbox One S, I got myself an original Xbox, because like I said, I regretted turning my eyes against the system, and now I'm over here buying for the system because it's a great, they're great consoles, yeah. And so one thing I noticed about the systems overall, they're just super heavy. Yeah, but overall it's pretty powerful. It plays DVD, Blu-ray, It also plays 4K Ultra movies as well. I haven't tested it out. I have a 4K Ultra movie, but I haven't tested it out yet. And but other than that, like DVDs, it plays them, which is pretty good. Now, the one cool thing, because the Xbox One has been out for a long time already, is that they have a great big library of games. As you can see right here from the prices, the games are cheap right now. They're not that expensive. Obviously, you'll have some titles that are. Now, for example, this one I didn't pay $19.99. I got this cheaper. Same thing for Super Lucky Tales. I got this cheaper, but you know, they're on the cheap right now. Some are expensive, obviously, like the newer titles are expensive. Some are cheap. But one great thing about this is that their games are not that expensive, so it makes it great to collect. Another great thing is that for some reason I love buying games on the virtual on the Xbox Live. I like buying games on the console. For some reason, I have more downloadable games on it than I do physical games. As you'll see later when I power up the system. The games on the store are very cheap. You can find some that are more expensive than others and some that are cheap. But, you know, overall, there's some great titles. For example, I bought, about a couple of weeks ago, I bought a game that I was really looking for the Xbox One S, which is Friday the 13th. Now, you guys know that game physically goes for about $20 to $30 at least. It's an expensive game, and I actually bought it downloadable. I bought it for $5, so you can't beat that. So I was really excited when I saw that, and for some reason I like buying them for I like the downloadable contents. And another thing is because it has a 1 terabyte memory, it makes it really fun to have a lot of games. Another game that's great is like Cuphead. It's another fun game, paid $20, great game, worth it. But yeah, that's pretty good. The other thing about the console is that it also plays Xbox 360 games and the original Xbox games. Now, the one thing I don't like about that is that not all titles are you can't play all titles on it. I know Microsoft right now is working on adding more games to the library so you can play more of them. But nonetheless, you still can't play all of your Xbox 360 or original Xbox games on the console yet. And it's a bummer. That's one of the reasons why I got it, because I found out that it's backwards compatible. But it's still not bad. You can play a couple of titles, but not all of them, especially the original Xbox. For some reason, there's not that many titles as of right now that are available. There's a few, but not that many. As you guys know, the library of games for both the Xbox and the Xbox 360 are quite big. So yeah. And the other thing I don't like about that is that when you get an Xbox 360 game to play it, that one that's compatible, you'll play it onto the system. You'll have to download a file which takes up terabytes. It takes up space on your console instead of just playing the disc, which is kind of like a bummer, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. But to know that you have to download and it takes a long time to start up the game at first, when you first pop it in, it ain't right, Another thing about the console that I didn't, it's not that I don't like, but it's hard to, when you go into the menus, they're a little bit hard to maneuver at first. You'll get lost if you're, especially someone new like me that's not used to having an Xbox. I'm not really used to their menu systems, so I was a little bit lost for a while. But at the end of the day, you get the hang of it. Another thing, and I have a little gripe about these with consoles nowadays, and maybe I just need to give it a shot, and maybe I'll like them. I don't know. But also, getting the membership like Xbox Live and getting those titles. Now, I noticed that if you have like an Xbox account, like a Live account, you'll be able to buy titles cheaper, like downloadable content that's cheaper. However, I don't, since I'm not a member, I don't get that. I haven't used that yet. I don't know if you're able to keep the games if your membership is gone, because they sell them by month. You know, you can get a monthly membership or anything. I'm not that familiar with that, so don't quote me on it. I really don't know if you're able to keep those titles or not, or you have to be a member in order to play them. So that's the one thing I don't know. And then the other thing I didn't like, I wish it came with another controller. It would have been great, but you know, it's not a bad deal with one controller, because these controllers are not that cheap. These controllers are expensive. They go for about 50, 60. I've seen them for 50, 60 bucks. But you know, that's the one thing I didn't like, is that the controllers are a little bit more expensive. But nonetheless, you know, overall, I'm very happy that I have this system. The other thing I love about this system is I'm able to play Voodoo. I'm able to play YouTube. I'm able to play a lot of other things. I'm able to surf the web on it. I'm able to do, they have a lot of channels, a lot of things, which is awesome. And speaking about Voodoo, it plays very well. I use it as my second choice to watch movies, which, by the way, Lilia Simple Mom has a great review about Voodoo. I will put the link in the description below. You guys should check it out. It's awesome. You know, it's a great review. I love Voodoo. It's awesome. But anyways, I'm quite happy with the system. I'm very excited to have it. It's a great console. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pluses. You know, I had a really hard time coming up with negatives about the console. But there really isn't any much negativity that I have about it. So I'm quite excited to have it. I bought it around the summertime, actually right after my vacation in the summertime. I bought it because, as you guys know, I also have a Nintendo Switch. At that time, the Nintendo Switch, like, there weren't that many titles for it. I was iffy about the Nintendo Switch, but I'm wrong, you know, but I was wrong about it. It's a great console in itself. And so, but nonetheless, I wanted to get a different console. I had a choice between the PS4 and the Xbox One S. And, you know, being that I never had an Xbox, I took a plunge and I went with it, and I do not regret it. Not to say anything bad about the PlayStation 4. I have nothing against the PlayStation 4. Plus, I haven't really had much experience on it, although I have a lot of experience in prior PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, original PlayStation, PSP, and the Vita. I have nothing negative about those consoles as well. So to me, to have chosen this console, it's great. And as you can see, the games are cheap. They got a lot of really cool titles for a very low price. So yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and plug it in and show you guys a little bit about the console. I'll be right back. Hey you guys, so now I'm back. This is how the system looks like. When you first boot it up, it'll show the last game that you play, and obviously I was playing Ys Origin the other day. If you go down here, it'll show you, well, actually, if you guys can't see, if you press the Xbox button on the controller in the top center of the controller, it'll bring you up like the main menu, and this will tell you what's going, you know, the main functions, my apps and games, the store, and alerts. So just to show you briefly the other games that I have for the console and all the other apps, I'll show them to you right now. Obviously, I have 26 games, 21 apps in one group. So the games that I currently have are right here. So like I said, a lot of great titles for very cheap. Some of the games, like for example, Guardians of the Galaxy, I've seen this game for like $15, but I bought the first episode. I got it for free. So games like that I got for free. This is the Minecraft game that I got with the system, Friday the 13th, as well as it'll also show you when you first put a game on there into the system, like an Xbox One S game, it'll do a file for it too, so that way you already have it on there. So Yeah. See, like I said, Xbox 360, I have Perfect Dark Zero. I tested that out because it's a compatible game. So it took a while for it to upload, you know, the file, but now I can play the game with the disc. And yeah, so I have a couple of great games. Very good games for a very low price. In the lower left corner, it tells you how much storage I have left. I have 691 gigabytes free, which is still a lot of space. I can get a lot more games for it. The apps, these are the apps. I downloaded Anime Tube Unlimited. I have the Blu-ray player, Cartoon Network for my son. I don't know that one, Cortana. Those are just like apps that were on the system, and obviously the Microsoft Store. I also have Netflix, movies and TVs that I would purchase through the Xbox, you know, game store. Also WWE, Voodoo. Again, check that video out. Also, if you guys, this is another thing I'm throwing out there I forgot to mention earlier. If you guys are interested in seeing the Switch, you guys, I'll put a link down in the description below. Because the Switch just started using YouTube. When I did the video, it said no, you know, we still can have YouTube on the Switch, but just recently, about a week or two ago, they just uploaded YouTube, and I'm excited for that because it's a start, but we still want to see Voodoo. I want to see WWE Network on the Switch. But anyways, I'm going a little bit off subject here. But other than that, yeah, these are like the channels. You go to the... going through the menus is not that hard. It is confusing. The menus themselves tend to be a little bit confusing. But all in all, once you get the hang of it, you'll be okay. You can go to the Microsoft Store where you guys can see a bunch of deals and everything. It's great. I get lost whenever I get like a $20, $25 Microsoft gift card for the Xbox One. I get lost in here because, see, LA North for $20 with the gold. See if you're a gold member. They also have movies and a lot of other things. You know, I tend to find a lot of great deals. $25 gift card will definitely buy you about, if you look on average, probably about 4 games, maybe between 3 to 5 games, depending on how much the sale, you know, depending how much the prices are. Usually, sometimes they have a lot of great sales. So, like for example, like the Friday the 13th game, I got it on sale for $5. I think it's 5 or 6, but I got it so cheap, I was excited. They had like a 90, 75, 80, 90% sale like a few weeks ago. See, for example, Town of Light, I actually have the physical copy of it. And then this is where you would go to redeem a code, where you would add your memberships. These are all the deals, the specials. See how they have Madden NFL 19. It's on sale for $30 right now. Pinball, oh wow, Jurassic World Pinball. That's something I might want to check out. I like pinball games, but it's Jurassic World. We're big fans of Jurassic World, so that looks interesting to me. And then also look, pinball for Marvel Adventures, you know, Avengers Pinball. And look, Castle Storm, they got some really good sales. So I may have to go back and take a look later on. Sometimes they'll tell you when the sale ends. Let me take a look at it really quick. They'll also put, one thing I love about here, about their store, is that they'll give you a preview of the game. So this is awesome. They'll play a preview of the game, so that way, see, there it is. You can see a preview of Castle Storm. You know? Sorry, it takes a second for it to come out. There it goes. So it gives you a preview. That's pretty funny. Oh, seems kind of like a Angry Birds type of clone. So And then, oh yeah, it's 5 hours left. So, yeah, see, I have 5 hours before the sale ends. So I have to take advantage. That means that I could only buy, I have $6 left on my credit. So I could buy one of these. So I'll have to take a look later. But anyways, just a quick look. You can get movies, a lot of other things. So yeah, great menu system. Confusing at first, yes, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad after all. So yeah, this is a quick preview of the console. So you guys just saw a quick preview of the console. I actually left the console back in its spot. I have it standing upright, for space, which is great. So my final thoughts about this console. What do I think about it? Well, I actually think that this console is awesome. It is a great console. I do not regret choosing Xbox One S over the PS4. Not to say anything bad about the PS4 because one of these days I'll get a PS4. But for now, having the Xbox One S, I think it's awesome. I love this console. It's a great console. For sure, it's not a kiddie console. Not to say anything bad compared to like the Switch. It's more it's for everybody, but it's more I feel like it's more adult oriented, but there's also games for kids as well. So but they heavily themed it more over more of an adult audience. But nonetheless, one thing I forgot to mention is that the console, the price for the console, it's decent right now. So if you want to pick one up, it's not gonna be that bad. So overall, this console is great. I approve this console. It's awesome. I love having it. Now, do I choose it over the Nintendo Switch or over any other console? I am gonna tell you guys that it's a very hard decision because, for example, the Nintendo Switch, I have nothing against it either. It's a great console in itself. I love the Nintendo Switch too. So I'm actually happy I have both. To give you the decision of what to get, that's going to be totally up to you guys. It's a great console. Yes, I really couldn't find a lot of negativity about the console other than I'm not disappointed, but I'm a little bit disappointed that you can't play all of the Xbox 360 games and all the original Xbox games. That would be great, but just to have the fact that you can play a lot of them, it's great in itself. So overall, it was really hard for me to find something negative about the console. If you guys are out there and you want to pick one up and you see it on sale, by all means, grab yourself a console. It's worth it. It's a great console. So if you guys want to decide to get one, you're making a great choice. This has been Eric, the Bay Area Collector. Wishing you guys some happy holidays. I know it's still a little bit early and I still got some more stuff coming up. But nonetheless, if I don't hear back from you guys, happy holidays. And at the same time, please subscribe. I'll subscribe, like this video, share it with everybody, and peace out.